Hi everyone, hope you're doing good, and today I've got yet another VCLT courtesy of Simon the Pie Face once again. It's been absolutely crazy this year for VCLTs. I couldn't be more grateful, to be honest, and once again Simon has done me really well with the albums that he sent me. Now, this happened back in August, well technically July, when we did the live stream and I was talking about Suicide Silence, and Simon put it in the comments. He said that he's got some Suicide Silence, would I like them? I thought, yeah, why not? And of course he sent me a pile about that blooming big. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can get through this fairly quick. I also got an extra one that I will begin with. But yeah, before we get into it, if you're new and you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing for more guitar and rock and metal music content. Please like, share and comment, it's all massively appreciated. And a big thanks to everyone who's subscribed already, I really appreciate it, all the new subs and everything like that. And without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first one I'm going to start off with is that one that I just said about. And it was very unexpected, this. This came about September, I think. Can't quite remember. And it come all the way from Cumbria. And I knew I recognised that place. And of course it was MetalMickey. Sent me this on the off chance. The album in question that he sent me is this. Which is Cyrka and Spirit. This is from 1993 on Food for Thought Records, and I had no idea this was coming, and I had no idea that he was going to send me this. He sent me a note as well, which is really awesome, and he basically said that when he saw the album artwork, it just reminded him of my album, which I thought was really cool. And he said that the guitar player used to play in a band called Zodiac Mind Warp, which are like some 80s hard rock kind of style band. And you know, he said just give it a try, and if it's not your thing, just sling it, basically, in true MetalMickey fashion. But you know what? I kind of went in with not a big expectation, because it's very unknown. I didn't know anything about the guy. But I thought it was better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. I thought it was actually quite decent. It's basically that sort of instrumental guitar rocky kind of thing, a bit experimental as well. It reminds me a lot of like Steve Vai, especially in the guitar tone. He uses the wah pedal a lot. But yeah, it's got that kind of Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, even a bit of Gary Moore. There's a song that sounds a bit like Gary Moore. And I thought it was alright, but not as good as those guitar players. It's a 12 track, there's the back. And yeah, it was alright. I thought there was some pretty decent songs. Breaking Point I thought was pretty good. Problem Child. Fierce was decent. Thump was probably one of my favourite songs on it. Yeah, decent stuff. I think that this album came out a bit too late. If this come out in like 88 or 89, I think it would have been a lot better, because it is very 80s sounding. So that's that. I really appreciate that, Mike, actually. It's actually pretty cool. And now we're going to move on to the big pile that Simon sent me, and these first couple are, well, I'll basically just talk about them very briefly, let's say. So the first one he sent me is this, which is Slipknot Anthems to Hell, and this is a special 3-disc edition, which is pretty cool. And let's go this way. And basically what it is so the first disc is all the greatest hits from the first 4 albums, and then the second disc is Live at Download 2009, and then the third disc is all the music videos, which is quite a cool thing to have. Although I do have the standard edition of this, which is like the first disc, but I don't have this edition, so it's really cool to have this now, especially for the download gig, which is pretty cool. So that's that. I do have it, but not that version, obviously. Next one is an album that I do already own, and that is Depths by Oceano. This is their debut album, and yeah, I got this in a VCLT from Mr. Boulder. I think it was my first VCLT a couple of years ago. He sent me this and a lot of other deathcore stuff, and yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty decent stuff. You know, it's a bit on that kind of grindcore-y, I guess, a little bit, but like early deathcore sound, pretty good. But yeah, I've got that, so if anyone wants that, you're more than welcome to have it. And these next two are ones that I haven't listened to, and I'm not sure if I will, to be honest. So the first one is this. Oh god, El Nino. Revolution. This is new metal, so that's why I don't like it. I don't want to listen to it. So yeah, if anybody wants that, you can have it. And also this one, King 810, Memoirs of a Murder. This is also their debut album, and yeah, new metal. I don't want it. I'm not that bothered. I don't really like new metal that much, so yeah, if anyone out there would like those, I've got a couple more that Simon sent me that are a bit more on the new metal side, so if anyone wants them, let me know, but if not, I'll probably just stick them on eBay. Okay, now we're going to move on to the albums that I really like and I'm definitely going to be keeping, and all the good ones basically, for the most part. But yeah, this first one, I'm really happy to have this one. It's my first proper black metal album, which I'm really happy about, and it's Dark Funeral by Shadows Forever Reign from 2016. And yeah, this is the band's 6th album, and of course my first, which is really, I'm really happy to have this. This was one of the first proper black metal albums I'd listened to, and I really enjoyed it. And then since having it, I've liked it even more. It's really great black metal. I really like the aggression on it. It's aggressive, melodic as well. It's got some really great vocals on it as well, which I really enjoy. And yeah, I'll definitely be looking to pick up some more Dark Funeral. So yeah, I'm really happy to have that. Next one is one that I've never heard of before, and I wasn't really sure what it was going to be like, but it is this. Pretty cool looking artwork. And this is See You Next Tuesday, which is a really weird band name. And this is called Intervals from 2008, and it's their 2nd album. And I'd never heard of this band before. Oh god, yeah, the back's not good to look at. I'll just do that. So yeah, this band is a US deathcore, grindcore-ish with mathcore from Michigan. It's pretty interesting. I'd say the grindcore is probably more in the song structure slash times of the songs, because a lot of them are not even a minute long. It's pretty crazy. It's not the greatest thing I've ever heard, but I thought it was quite cool. So yeah, I really appreciate having that. Next up are the albums in question, how this all happened. And I wasn't sure how many Suicide Silence albums he was going to send me, and he sent me almost their whole discography, which is awesome. I really, really appreciate it, Simon. And it's definitely given me an incentive to want to pick up the final 2 that I don't have, and then I can do a ranking. So I'm not going to go too much detail on these. I'm just going to briefly go over them because for time as well. But yeah, so the first one he sent me is this one. and this is No Time to Bleed from 2009. It's their second album, and this could be my favourite out of the lot. I thought this one was really, really awesome. Had that old school deathcore sound, more deathy kind of style, very brutal, very heavy. Great vocals from Mitch as well on this, fantastic. Yeah, really, really enjoyed that one. That was awesome. It's a great listen. And then the next one is the follow-up from 2011, The Black Crown. This one is probably one of the most popular Suicide Silence albums, but to be honest, I didn't think it was that great. I thought some of the songs were good, but for the most part, like the second half of the album, I felt was very, very strange. It just felt weird. They started adding a lot of nu metal sound in there, which I wasn't a big fan of, but you know, there were some decent songs on it, and of course this is the last album to feature Mitch Lucker before he passed away in 2012. The next one is a live album which is called Ending Is Beginning, and this is like a memorial show. They did like a charity event for Mitch, and I believe for his daughter, if I've read it right. I think it was something to do with her school fees or something they wanted to raise money for, and they did this gig. They got a whole load of deathcore and metalcore vocalists to to perform each song. So they got Phil Bozeman, they got Tim Lambesis, they got Randy Bly, loads of other people, loads and loads and loads. But yeah, those are probably the most notable. They did a couple of covers as well, but mostly they did songs from pretty much every single album that they had done up to that point. So yeah, that was really cool, really good live album. Quite enjoyed listening to that. Really great tribute. Next one is this one, You Can't Stop Me. This is the one they did after Mitch Lucker passed away, and this is the first one to feature Eddie Herminer on the vocals. I thought that this one was really good, actually, a lot better than the previous one. I really liked how heavy it was, and there's the track listing there. I really thought this album was really good. I remember there was a song that had Corpse Grinder on it as well. That was pretty cool. So yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. And then the last one he sent me is that one. The self-titled album from 2017, and I've got to be honest, I didn't like this one. I thought it was just, they brought the nu metal right up with this one. They got rid of the deathcore. There was absolutely zero deathcore on this. I don't know what happened with this one. They just, I don't know, they just absolutely shit the bed, to be honest with it. I didn't enjoy it at all. Wasn't a single song that I thought was good on it. Yeah, but luckily the albums that they've done after that are a lot better. But yeah. And the final two that he sent me, it was almost like he read my mind, because this is a band that I've been wanting to check out for quite a while, and I don't know if he knew that or not, or he just sent them by accident or whatever, but I'm really grateful that he did, because as I said, they've been a band that I've wanted to listen to for a while, and now finally I've got 2 albums by them, and that is Shadows Fall. This is The War Within. It came out in 2004 and is their 4th album. And yeah, for those who don't know, this band is a US metalcore / melodic death metal band, and they've got a lot of thrash metal in there as well. And yeah, I've been wanting to listen to these for quite a while, mainly because the lead guitar player is now in Anthrax. You'll probably recognise him for the next one because there's a band photo. But yeah, I absolutely loved this album. I thought it was excellent. The kind of metalcore that I like, really soaked in that melodic death metal style. It's got a bit of hardcore in there as well, like the old 90s metalcore style. And yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I love the first song, An Act of Contrition. I thought was excellent. Stillness, Eternity is Within, The Power of I and I. Just an awesome album. Classic in the early metalcore scene. And the next one is Fallout from the War, and this is basically a comp that has got a load of unreleased songs, some re-recordings, and a couple of covers at the end, which is pretty cool. And yeah, there's a picture of the band. So yeah, that's John. That's now in Anthrax, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this is excellent as well. The unreleased songs I think were recorded around The War Within and maybe the one before that. And yeah, really awesome songs like In Effigy, Will to Rebuild, Seas to Calm, Going Going Gone, fantastic. The re-recordings are pretty decent. The covers are hit and miss. December's a bit boring. Mark of the Squealers, pretty good. And then the last song, Teasing Pleasing, is a Dangerous Toys cover, which I thought was very strange, but they did a really good version of it. And yeah, just some awesome stuff. I really enjoy them. I'll definitely be checking out some more of those. So that was another crazy VCLT that I've received. Yeah, thanks Simon, and thanks Mike as well. I really appreciate your generosity sending me these. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'd love to know what you thought of any of the albums that I've shown. If you might be interested in the new metal ones, but it doesn't matter if you're not, because I'll probably put them on eBay. And yeah, if you got this far, thanks ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And until next time, keep it metal.